Ordinary Women, and the European accent further limited her possibilities. But our next story fit her like a glove. It's a romantic comedy called Her Highness and the Bellboy, made by MGM in 1945, but a project which had been on the planning boards at MGM for about 4 years before the cameras finally turned. It had originally been planned as a co-starring vehicle for Hedy Lamarr and Mickey Rooney, the Queen of Cool with the King of Exuberance. But just before it was scheduled to start filming in 1942, Mickey was called into the military, so the film was postponed. And by the time Mickey got out of the service, he no longer seemed the ideal guy to play the part of a bellboy who gets a crush on a princess staying in a lush New York hotel where he works. Mickey was now older and divorced and more worldly than in his Andy Hardy days. So what MGM did was simply refashion the script for an actor who'd become an MGM star during the time Mickey had been off in the Army, that star being Robert Walker. And the movie is a charmer, the kind that would soon disappear from everybody's production plans in the harsher realities of post-World War II life. It was a time when Hedy Lamarr was about to abdicate her throne at MGM to become a freelance actress, and in fact she began co-producing her own films. But the other female lead in this movie is somebody who was just on her way in, June Allison, who would soon be one of MGM's biggest assets. So here's June and Bob Walker and Hedy Lamarr, along with Rags Ragland and Agnes Moorehead in Her Highness and the Bellboy. Those gorgeous hotel sets in this film did double duty for MGM in 1945. They were built not only for our film, but also as a replica of New York's Waldorf Astoria Hotel for another king-sized MGM movie that year, Weekend at the Waldorf, starring Ginger Rogers and Lana Turner. Well, our film was Hedy Lamarr's last one under contract to MGM, where she'd been making films for 7 years. After playing Her Highness, she set up her own production company and made 2 independent films, The Strange Woman and Dishonored Lady, both of which earned her better reviews from critics than she'd been getting at MGM. But it wasn't until 4 years after playing Princess Veronica in our movie that Hedy Lamarr played the most famous role of her career as Delilah in Cecil B. DeMille's epic Samson and Delilah. Up next, Hedy catches the eye of Dr. Spencer Tracy, both eyes in fact, and his life as a man of medicine is never the same again.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, we conclude our 24-hour tribute to the incomparable beauty Hedy Lamarr with I Take This Woman. Then we begin day 29 of our Summer Under the Stars Festival with Ingrid Bergman in Rage in Heaven. And Bergman hops from the frying pan into the fire in Stromboli. Beat the heat with Turner Classic Movies tonight.
His style was groundbreaking.
Can I ask if drinking's a problem with you?
His interviews were legend.
How did you lose your virginity, Betty?
Now his celebrated talk show is back.
If you applaud, you only waste time that I could use talking to.
The Dick Cavett Show on Turner Classic Movies. 9 weeks of Cavett's landmark Hollywood interviews.
I find myself absolutely fascinating.
Plus the premiere of an all-new 1-hour special with Mel Brooks.
This is anarchy.
Candid, casual,
Up yours.
in-depth, and intimate.
Countless gems were forgotten.
They could be counted.
Some call it the smartest talk show ever on TV.
I'm not making you nervous. I don't overawe you in any sense.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I do. Oh,
The Dick Cavett Show, Thursday nights at 8 and 11 Eastern, starts September 7th. Unguarded, uncut, and commercial-free. On Turner Classic Movies.
Come one, come all, we're gonna have a ball. Just leave your cares and woes and let your troubles fall. You'll find a starry sky behind that cloud you're under. It's such a perfect time for one real wonder.